everyone, I'm Mandolin, and I'm here to talk about something that's happening inside all of us all the time, a microscopic battlefield. This is gut wars, antibiotics versus our immune system. Here's the bottom line. Antibiotics, while essential and life-saving, can dramatically alter our gut microbiome. And when that happens, our immune system can get confused and start attacking us. That's how autoimmune diseases can begin. So I'll ask the question, is our current approach to antibiotics doing enough to protect us? Spoiler alert, it's not. Let's start with the immune system. It's our internal defense system made of cells and chemical signals that identifies threats in response to keep us healthy. But sometimes it gets the signal wrong. In autoimmune diseases, your immune system misidentifies your own cells as invaders. T cells and B cells, which are usually your protectors, go on the attack. The result is damage to your tissues, chronic inflammation, and long-term disease. This can happen in the gut, in the joints, even in the brain, anywhere. So, how do antibiotics come into play? It starts with a disturbance. Even a short round of antibiotics, say for a sinus infection, can wipe out a large portion of your healthy gut bacteria. One study showed that it can take up to 180 days for the gut to return to normal. That's half a year. And in that time, something else happens, gut dysbiosis. When beneficial bacteria disappear, it's like a vacancy sign lights up. Opportunistic bacteria move in, the balance shifts from a community of helpful commensal bacteria to one dominated by harmful inflammatory types. This altered state is what we call dysbiosis. And dysbiosis isn't just a microbiome issue, it's a full body issue. Different antibiotics have different mechanisms. Some are narrow spectrum, like a sniper. Others, like clindamycin, are broad spectrum, like a bomb. Broad spectrum antibiotics are more likely to wipe out your gut bacteria, creating space for pathogens like Clostridium difficile, known for causing severe diarrhea. But here's the kicker. Research has linked these broad spectrum antibiotics to the development of autoimmune diseases in children. Meanwhile, narrower antibiotics like penicillin don't show the same risks. In dysbiosis, we start to see bad actors like Streptococcus, Prevotella, and Eggerichella increase in number. These bacteria are pro-inflammatory, meaning they dial up immune activity. At the same time, anti-inflammatory bacteria like Faecalibacterium often disappear. Some bacteria even use immune mimicry. They trick the immune system into targeting tissues that look similar to them. Others interfere with pathways like Th17, a system involving special T cells that regulate inflammation. The result, a gut environment that's inflamed and confused, and an immune system that's under attack. Picture your gut like a castle wall. You've got multiple layers of defense, mucus, epithelial cells, and tight junctions that act like doorways. Inflammation from dysbiosis breaks down these barriers. The doors fly open. Now, molecules that aren't supposed to get through, like LPS or lipopolysaccharides from bacteria, leak into the bloodstream. And when LPS shows up where it doesn't belong, the immune system panics. It activates, fires, and sometimes it misfires. It misses. This is a major trigger for autoimmune reactions. So what kinds of diseases are we talking about? Inflammatory bowel disease, multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, rheumatoid arthritis. They all affect different organs, but they all share a common thread, dysregulation of the immune system that may begin in the gut. Now, antibiotic stewardship has mostly focused on resistance, and that's important, but we have to go further. Doctors are still prescribing antibiotics for non-infectious conditions or using broad-spectrum types when less disruptive ones would do. Patients often don't feel empowered to question these decisions, especially when the threat of antibiotic resistance feels far away or abstract. So what if we shifted the focus? What if we prioritize gut and immune health alongside resistance? Doctors could choose narrower antibiotics when appropriate and confirm diagnoses before prescribing. And patients could be educated on how antibiotics work, on their long-term effects, and how to advocate for themselves. Here's what I'll leave you with. If even one commonly prescribed medication can permanently change your gut and your immune system, what else should we be rethinking about the way we approach healthcare? Thank you so much for listening. I'd love to keep the conversation going. Please reach out if you have any questions. The next 2 slides are my sources.